it would be um, something that they need to do in terms of just letting you know that we are releasing the babies. As a person who's registered as a father of these babies, I believe the process.
They are under no obligation to release the babies to me as an unwedded father.
Okay.
Because the mother is there, and the mother says, I am responsible to take care of, because me and the father, we are no longer seeing each other, we are no longer talking. This is the information she gives to the nursing people. So they have no obligation. The hospital has got no obligation to give it to wait for my consent. Banda is here, the granny is here. They both are relatives of the newborn. So that's how the story goes.
Okay. In terms of the pregnancy, you're saying that during the pregnancy, you guys, when did you guys separate?
I ended the relationship 2 months into it.
Okay.
That means then she must have been 2 months pregnant.
2 months pregnant.
Yes.
And then did she continue staying here with you, or she moved out?
She continued to stay here until closer to the time of delivery.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And at the time, did she have any babies before, or?
Yes, she was staying here with twin boys.
Oh, they were
Lerato and Kamogelo.
Lerato and Kamogelo. How old were they at the time?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So we find her now in another pregnancy, where she's now carrying triplets.
3 babies, yes.
3 babies.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying that you are informed on the 6th, which was the day they were delivered.
Yes, after they were delivered.
After they were delivered.
Yes.
That now the babies are here, and perhaps at the time you wanted to even go to the hospital.
No, I did 4 times in the time they stayed at Steve Biko.
So you saw them 4 times?
Yes.
Okay, you were allowed in because you were a father.
I am the biological father, so there's no law that prevents me from seeing
Okay,
them.
so you were able, you did have access to them,
yes.
Regardless of the fact that you didn't have any relationship with her, and she did confirm that you guys were no longer seeing each other, but the hospital somehow granted you access.
Well, I had to explain my position
Okay.
to the nursing in charge,
Okay.
that I'm the biological father,
Okay.
and these are my kids, and I know that they are not released, but I need to see them.
Okay.
And they would say, no, you can't go beyond the class, but here they are. This is and that and that and that.
Okay. Now comes this day where you now learn that your babies are no longer even in the hospital.
No, but
Who do you
remember, I
address?
knew beforehand.
Okay.
I just didn't know the time and the day.
Okay. Did you ever go to the hospital after the babies were released?
Yes, Angiti, I went to fetch the babies and the mother,
Yes.
only to find that the babies and the mother are gone already. It's a Sunday or Saturday, so I cannot find them. And the nursing sister in charge wasn't on duty on that day, so it's a different shift.
So you never addressed, or you did address your grievances with some of the nursing staff, but you didn't get enough assistance because you were not recognized as a father, because you guys were no longer together.
No, it would be incorrect to put it that way. If they accepted my bona fides as a father, a biological father, and they allowed me to visit 4 times, then it stands to reason there was no quibble
Okay.
over the fact that I'm the father.
Okay.
Yeah. But as to whether they are coming to stay with me or with the mom, that's something that the hospital doesn't get involved.
Okay. Now, Kosiyama is no longer in the hospital and the babies are no longer in the hospital.
Yes.
You get information that they are in Soweto.
I get information that the mother and the granny have taken them. I don't know where they are.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, this is me arriving at the hospital with 2 cars to fetch the babies.
Yes.
This is the information they're giving me.
Okay. Now, from that particular incident, from the hospital, what was your next move in trying to locate the babies?
I can't
Or even trying to
phone
establish-
Maud because my numbers are blocked. Remember, so I've got to come here. I've got to sit and think, what next? I can't ask her. She's not at work because she's still on maternity. So I have to wait until I have to wait for her until she's back at work. I can then confront her and find out where. That didn't happen. Well, that happened, but she didn't give me the information. So I had to find my own private investigator to locate the cell phone. The cell phone will then tell us who she's talking to, where she's going occasionally.
Tell me about that process where you employed a private investigator. What were the results? What information?
Well, I wanted to know where are the babies. So I then learned that they were in Soweto, in Muletsane. We then got their address. We don't know whether this is the place where the babies were, but we just know this is the address where she would go when she leaves. She leaves Tembisa on Friday. Yes. So we would follow a trail.
So you get to Soweto, you get to the property.
Yes, the property is locked. There is nobody there.
There is nobody there.
Yeah. Then I wait outside, and then one of the neighbors tells me that you can't wait because the owner is not here. Then I tell them who I am and why I'm here, and then they said no, they are probably in the clinic if it's locked.
Okay. So they did confirm that they are aware of the fact that she stays there.
No, they did not confirm anything. They just said the owner of the property, who is a retired nursing sister, is not here at the moment. So she's probably taking the kids at clinic. But they would not confirm anything definitively, whether they know the kids are here or the kids are not here.
Okay, so
I am making that conclusion.
So in your end, it was an assumption that they might be at the clinic.
Because I couldn't wait. I wasn't allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any documentation from Steve Biko that could confirm that the babies were actually?
They were released. I saw the book that they write on.
Okay.
I saw her signature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps do you find any tangible evidence in terms of documents that you came home with, or even pictures of the babies in incubators?
No, I wasn't allowed to take pictures in incubation. It's against hospital policy.
Okay.
But I can see they are there. And at one point I asked the nurse to actually, and then I saw the birthmark on the two of them and not the third one.
Okay. So now you learn that they are in Soweto, and you have hired a private investigator to try and help you find them, locate them. You get to Soweto, to this location, and you're told that they are not there. What was your next move?
I was distraught at that point because here I am, I've spent 2 months trying to trace the walkabouts of this woman.
Yes.
Eventually I was given the address, and then I get myself there only to find there's nobody. So at that point I am totally freaked out. So the next best thing to do would then be to find out if they are on SASSA grant, and if so, who is getting the money, and whether or not the person who's getting the money buys things or not for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of finding out if they are on SASSA grants, you would need to have their names and surnames. So you are aware of their names and surnames.
I gave Maud the names of the kids. So my handwriting in one of her diaries.
Okay.
Yes. Pete saw my ID in one of her diaries. I gave the names. Whether or not the names were registered with the Department of Home Affairs is another matter altogether, which then brings me to my second discovery. Because all along I'm under the impression that the babies are there, the babies are taken care of, because she's not coming to me to ask for money. Remember when they were ready for release, me and my sisters, we went to PEP and Ackermans. We bought receiving stuff worth of 5,000. None of that was taken. It was all left here. I've got the photos in my computer. So I'm then wondering, she's not asking me money. she's not telling me how the babies are growing, what could be happening here, because I cannot find where they are. So I then go to where she was staying, because after she left here, I know where she was. Two streets down the line, next to the clinic. And
Are these friends or?
no, it's just random people.
Random
so I
people.
confront her there. And then I asked, can I? Then she had no way to run away. She promised to send me the photos, and she promised to take me to where they are.
Okay, now you're saying that you got to know that she stays 3 houses down from where we are today.
3 streets
Three
away,
streets
away
down.
from here.
And these are just random people. She has no relationship with them, yet she is staying with them.
No.
Okay. The first thing that you ask her is, where are the babies?
She says, no, they are in Soweto.
They are in Soweto.
Yeah.
She confirms that they are in Soweto and even promises that she's going to take you to them.
Yes.
Okay.
So we start making arrangements
Okay.
for me to drive there.
Okay.
But before I do that, she sends me a photo
Of the babies.
of the 3 of them.
So now I would assume that she is unblocked in terms of communicating on phone.
Now, I cannot talk to her on the phone,
Okay.
but I went there in person and I confronted her in person.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how the conversation
Okay.
happened.
So your attempts to try and see the